What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to the channel. We have some more Mortal Kombat 11 news, and I'm gonna go out and say it. I am pissed off. I am pissed off with the latest leaks that's been surrounding the game, the latest characters that they say supposed to be in the game in regards to the DLC and in the main roster. So you know what? Let's jump into it. The full roster leak that was leaked a couple days ago, when everybody claimed that it's real, this is authentic, because you can see some of the characters models that's in the game. Some of them are real, but I believe that the full roster that was leaked, I believe that is a fake roster. And I'm gonna go out and say it because the same guy who leaked me the DLC characters, this is the same guy who leaked the other guy the DLC characters as well. He leaked us two different lists. So as of right now, we don't know which DLC characters are true. We don't know which characters are going to make an appearance in MK11. Hell, we don't even know if Rain is confirmed to be in the game. But from what I have seen, Rain is confirmed, and he has no choice but to appear in the game, because if he does not appear in MK11, I feel like that is a straight blow to the face to the community, because a lot of people want Rain. So without further ado, let's put the list on the screen. So we have Scorpion, Raiden, Sonya, Sub-Zero, Garrus, Scarlet, Cabal, Devora, Kano, Jade, Liu Kang, Cassie Cage, Katana, Johnny Cage, Jackie Briggs, Kotal Khan, Aaron Black, Collector, Centurion, Noob, Shang Tsung, Jax, Shinnok, Melina, Frost, Baraka, and Kung Lao. That is the so far confirmed roster of the game, and as you can see, the image that we got a couple days ago, it confirms all of those characters with a few black spots to the left for, I guess, DLC characters or whatever, or characters that just don't have face models right now. Now I want to believe this list. I want to believe this list because a lot of the image that we seen that was leaked, like Kotal Khan leaked image, Kano leaked image, Liu Kang leaked image, those were real. Noob Saibot leaked image, those were real, but I just don't believe that full roster leak. It's a part of me that just don't believe that that's real, and here's why I say this. So the same guy who leaked me the DLC, I'll put it up on the screen right now. The same guy who leaked me the DLC, he was the same guy who leaked the other guy the DLCs as well. He said that the DLC characters, this way he told me, the DLC characters for the game was supposedly supposed to be Ashra, Pennywise, Ash Williams, Buffy, Striker, Havoc, Reptile, Reiko, Smoke, and Blaze. And he also added that there's more DLC, but it's just rumors. And he says that he forgot to include King Gorbak, Goro's father. And I said, is he a DLC character? Because that's why I was skeptical. I was skeptical about Buffy, and I was skeptical about King Gorbak. Why in the hell would NetherRealm Studios put Buffy in the game as a guest character? I just don't see it. And here's the attacks that the man told me that Buffy's supposedly supposed to have. I'm scrolling through it, fellas. I'm scrolling through it. As soon as I find it. Alright, this is what he said. He said, she summons the Dark Sorceress Willow as her ranged attacks. She plays similarly to Black Canary, plus some of a little zoning, and can use spells for buffs and debuffs, particularly the armor she gets, like Quan Chi for MKX. You would want to believe that, you could think that that will happen, but at the same time, I just don't believe the NetherRealm Studios will disrespect the community by putting Buffy in the game. And at this point, I would want to believe it because they put Leatherface inside of Mortal Kombat X. Who would have thought Leatherface would have been inside of Mortal Kombat X? Not me. I'm just keeping it real. So let's continue on with the leak. Now, as I was messaging the other guy on Twitter, this other guy, the same guy who leaked me the DLC list along with the full roster, is the same guy who leaked the entire community with the full roster for Mortal Kombat 11, along with a new DLC roster to the other guy. And the other guy and I were texting on Twitter, and he sent me another list, and I said, let me see your DLC list, so let's see if they're accurate or not. So when he sent me the list, I noticed that it was from the same guy who leaked it to me, and I noticed that there were different DLC characters' names for each of the lists. And this is why I'm a little skeptical about the entire thing, about the full roster reveal, about the DLC characters, about Rain being in Mortal Kombat 11. I'm just skeptical. Okay, so I'm going to read out the list to you. He says the DLC list is Sindel, Nightwolf, Shiva, Fujin, Reiko, Takeda, 2 question marks, Joker? Are you kidding me? Joker, Spawn, and Terminator. So I want to believe this roster, and I could possibly believe that Joker will be making an appearance in Mortal Kombat 11 because let's think about every time an Injustice game come around, we always have a Mortal Kombat character inside of the game. We had Raiden, we had Sub-Zero, we had Scorpion. So it will only make sense for, I guess, a DC character making an appearance in Mortal Kombat 11, but I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. Mortal Kombat 11, well, Mortal Kombat always been its own game. I just don't see them doing a DC crossover on such of a big title like this one. I just don't. Now, Injustice is a title alone, it's a big title alone, but Injustice is not as big as Mortal Kombat. And I feel like if they include Joker onto the roster, I feel like that's just a slap in the face to the Mortal Kombat fans. Who knows, people may like it. Now, I want to believe that this DLC list is accurate. I want to believe that my DLC list is accurate. But in all honesty, I think that this leaker who leaked us the same roster that was leaked a couple days ago, that's been claimed real by the entire Mortal Kombat community, I think that this leaker is incorrect. I think that he's lying for attention. I really don't know. I'm skeptical about making some of these videos because at the end of the day, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the most hated guy in the community leaking false information when I'm getting information from the same leaker that leaked it to every other YouTuber and leaked it to the actual community. I'm getting the same information, but I'm just a little skeptical about this. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get into some little story lore about the MK11 story mode. If you guys don't want to be spoiled, I think you guys want to click off, because as of this point, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's false. I really don't know. But if you guys don't want to be spoiled, click off the video. So here's some little story, or what story lore that I know that the guy has told me, and I think that this is true. So apparently, Katana will bring Adenia back to life and rules it with Liu Kang. That kind of makes sense, but from a story mode point of view, after what we left off from MKX, I don't think that Liu Kang and Katana, I think that they're gonna become unrevenant in this game, but I don't think that they're gonna bring Adenia back to life. I don't know. I don't know. That kind of makes sense from a story mode point of view, but I don't know. So let's keep going. I know I hit on this in my last video. I was talking about Frost. Apparently, Frost surpasses Sub-Zero, killing him. She decides to go after the Combat Kids. Now, this one makes me a little skeptical, because the guy who leaked all of this, he leaked different information to another person. He said that Frost was actually one of Chronica's clones, something like that. That's what he said. Frost was actually one of Chronica's clones, and I don't see that kind of making sense either, because I don't think that was ever hinted at in Frost's backstory back then. I just don't. And let's keep going. Apparently, Devourer kills Jackie Briggs in the story mode. Now that kind of makes sense. I can totally see that happening. I can totally see Devourer killing off Jackie Briggs, because let's face it, one of the Combat Kids has to die off. It just makes sense, because it was hinted at the MKX story mode that one of the Combat Kids was going to die off. I think it was hinted at Jackie Briggs. I think she was the one who was injured and Takeda was there to save her. So it kind of makes sense. Now let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Also in the story mode, the leaker claims that Shang Tsung will kill Ermac and take all of his souls. He explodes in the end when Centurion overloads him with the souls of the dead he killed. That's I don't know how to respond to that. That kind of makes sense, because it was hinted at Ermac back ending the MKX that Ermac was gonna die. Shang Tsung would come and take all of Ermac's souls or something like that, or it was hinted that Ermac would be free of all the souls and have his own mind instead of being one being. Ermac was never really a villain. Okay, let's make that clear. Ermac was never really designed to be a villain. He was always a being, and it was explained back then. I can't really remember. It was explained that Ermac swore to protect Earthrealm after Kenshi helped him relieve his mind of all the souls. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what happened. But let's keep on going. Apparently, Kotal Khan will die in the story mode by the hands of Mylena. Kotal Khan and Reptile will die, but before Kotal Khan dies, he has Scarlet put a blood curse on the Combat Kids so that Chronica can't erase them from time. Kotal saw his destruction and the destruction of mankind, playing practically all of it Doctor Strange style. He knew the only way to save everyone was to start a war in Outworld and kill Mylena. Now let's, okay, I can totally see that happening. I can totally see Kotal Khan dying, because Shao Kahn's supposed to play a major role in the story mode, and let's get on to that. And I want to know how Shao Kahn will come back to life. So I asked him, and this is what he said. He said Marlena with Scarlet's help bring him back to life so that he can be the true ruler of Outworld. He helps Raiden kill Chronic, and I could totally see this happening. I can totally see this happening because if you guys don't know, Mortal Kombat 11 favors off of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and Mortal Kombat X favors off the events of Mortal Kombat 9, and it only makes sense for 11 to phase the events off Deadly Alliance. It only makes sense. So I can totally see this happen. I'm not too blown away that will happen. It's just how it would happen, you know? It's just how it would happen. I can totally see that being like one mind-blowing thing in the story mode. You would never think Raiden and Shao Kahn would be working together. Kronika must really be that powerful. And you know, it was explained that Kronika and Garrus, they're gods of their own universe. I don't know what type of gods they are. They may be the gods and goddesses of time, I don't know, but they are their own gods. I do know that. And I've also heard news that the Collector, he will be in a form of he will have cybernetic enhancements, which is why we don't get cyborgs in the game, because they say Collector supposed to have those enhancements. So as of right now, the Collector, we only seen his face, but the Collector body could be full top, but the bottom half of his body could be nothing but cybernetic enhancement. He could have like 4 arms, because I did hear rumor that he's supposed to be a mixture of a Shokan. So with those cybernetic enhancements, so Collector can have like multiple arms. I really don't know, but that's what I hear, and that's what I hear from a lot of other YouTubers, that the Collector has cybernetic enhancements. So let's continue here. Apparently Centurion and Shinnok's sister, apparently they share some form of relation in the story mode. I really don't know, but that's from what I hear regarding these leaks. And that's kind of cool because it sets up for the new characters. It sets up for them. It shows us that NetherRealm Studios, even when they create new characters, they still have some connection to the existing ones. But as of right now, I tell you guys, take all the leaks with a grain of salt. We're not gonna confirm anything yet. I know I confirmed a lot, and that's because I thought I was sure, because the guy who leaked the roster, he was credible to leak us more DLC characters and everything. But as of right now, after for what I've seen, I think that he's just lying for attention. I don't know, but if he is lying about the story mode, the story arc, I don't think someone will be lying about that, because he knows too much for the story mode. He knows too much. And he knows something that everybody else don't. And what he's saying, it makes sense. So I really don't know. But only time can tell. Let's hope that most of our characters make it to the main roster without some of them getting cut. And Rain has to be in Mortal Kombat 11, because if he don't, that's a huge slap to the face. So it's been your boy Wavy Vibes, and I catch up with you guys later on the next video. I will keep you guys informed. So you guys stay humble, stay blessed. Any leak that come out, I'll be sure to cover it right here on the channel.